guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skill play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. And it's MP in at the 1. Now here's MP. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. McDaniels finds MP. It's rebounded by Şengün. And here are the Rockets. It's a three-point game. To the middle. Durant's shot is off. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Here's Thompson, outside Eason. Houston working the ball around. Şengün passes to Eason. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Outside for Randall. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by MP. The 3, Durant. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. For 3, Randall. Kept alive. And that one's good.
And what timing from Edwards on that play. He's right there to save the day.
Pass to Durant. Here's Thompson. Down low. And Şengün throw it down.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Randall a screen on Van Vliet. Here's MP. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
They expected more of themselves against this team last year. Split the games between them.
You gotta stay down on that pump fake if you're on defense. Şengün is good at going right into contact.
Houston shooting their first free throws here for the night. Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Smith comes in for Van Vliet. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
You look at the Houston Rockets, already one of the most physically imposing teams in the league last season, and they got even bigger signing Clint Capella, of course, the trade for Kevin Durant, and bringing back Steven Adams. They're a team that nobody looks forward to facing, guys.
Leveraging that tall timber. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks is a man on a mission. He finished with 19 points, and he was in the zone offensively. There was nothing the D could do to stop him. And when he plays like that, it's easy to see why this team can be so hard to beat lately. They'll try and stay hot in this one.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Thompson passes to Smith. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 7. Pass to MP. To the paint. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Showing a good IQ for the game. MP feeding a guy ready to score.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Reed's checked in for Minnesota. Miller comes in for Julius Randle. There's 47 seconds left in the first. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Reed to screen on Smith. And the basket by MP.
You want to get the ball to MP around the hoop. That was a good job there.
Durant looking around. Pass to Capella. Smith against Miller. Smith passes to Capella. Over Reed. And there's Capella. That one's good. On the assist by Smith.
And inside, Capella knows how to throw his weight around, getting physical to get past the contact.
A nice shot by Smith.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Reed, a screen on Smith. MP drives in. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Left side Durant. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. The scoring is fast and furious as we... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here. Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Here's MP. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds. You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him.
For 3, Smith. Houston with another miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Randall, a screen on Thompson. Now here's MP. 6 points for him. Quirk in the interior. MP.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Durant, pass to Okogie. Şengün, a screen on DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. Randall pulls down the board. The Timberwolves trail. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Here's MP. Give him 8 points now. Shot clock at 6. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Houston making some changes. Eason comes in for Smith. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Okogie. And then for Minnesota, Gobert comes in for Reed. Shannon comes in for DiVincenzo. Durant, pass to Eason. Van Vliet outside. There's a minute 40 left in the second quarter. Here's Eason. Back to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Pass to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. MP makes his move to the inside. Şengün with a steal. Now here's Thompson. Fires from deep. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Van Vliet against MP. Pass to Gobert. Oh! Gobert hammers it home.
Nice play by Gobert, taking it up strong and daring people to stop him.
Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Outside Eason. 29 seconds left in the second period. Van Vliet against Edwards. Free throw line jumper. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
MP, the pass to Gobert. Şengün with a steal. Durant for 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Houston up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Can't tell too much from early numbers, but the all-star pitcher may be coming into focus a little. I'm definitely not surprised by these names. Yeah.
And we now take a look at the Houston Rockets and the close first half they've played.
They're hitting their threes, but no.
Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Alperon Şengün getting it done today.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Van Vliet runs the show with Thompson to his side. Alperon Şengün out there with Tari Eason. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. And Durant with the block.
The verticality that KD possesses, it helps him erase that shot at the rim.
McDaniels with the rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
MP with it. Give him 8. For the tie, pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. MP outside. Going inside. No hesitation. MP.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Şengün, a screen on Gobert. Pass to Şengün. 3-pointer. The Rockets with another miss.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Outside McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Randall, a screen on Van Vliet for the lead. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Tari Eason.
Your young guys can be so fearless. I mean, just look at MP battling there inside.
And both free throws good for MP. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And while we have a second, let's take a look at the top scoring rookies in the NBA right now. MP, number 1.
Every year we see people enter the league and put up points, but he's been in a league of his own.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Pass to Şengün. Outside Eason. Now here's Van Vliet to win the cold spell. Buries it from 3. Van Vliet's got 6.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Fred Van Vliet is a leader for the Rockets. Their coach, Ime Udoka, says Fred sometimes goes against his natural inclination, playing the good cop because Ime himself is so hard on them. But adds, Fred is a grumpy dude. He always finds something to be mad at. We need that with our team. BA, back to you.
They love his disposition. All right, Allie, thank you. Pass to MP. Gobert with a screen on Van Vliet. The kick out to Edwards. Stolen by Thompson. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Oh, KD flying in to cap off the break.
Running the floor, Durant pushes himself to get ahead of the defense.
Timberwolves trail by 5. MP outside. Driving to the basket. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now. Houston has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Van Vliet, the pass to Durant. And here's Şengün. Pass to Van Vliet. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Van Vliet against MP. Şengün with a steal. Thompson passes to Durant. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. MP finds Edwards. Back to MP. Pass to Randall. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Tari Eason.
Certain guys can remake their games to fit the times.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
You've got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
On the court for Minnesota. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's MP in the point guard.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
MP scanning the floor. Gobert with a screen on Van Vliet. Now Gobert. Şengün with a steal. To tie it up.
Just absolutely dominant inside. You have to be all over Durant.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. That one drops. He ties it up.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Gobert with a screen on Van Vliet. MP with it. And it's Şengün picking him up.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs it.
Houston has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Minnesota has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. On the wing, MP, guarded by Van Vliet. Here's Randall. Oh, no good on the layup.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
A foul called on MP. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
A true leader on the floor. Van Vliet knows how to run an offense very efficiently.
In a close game, every point matters. Terrific focus at the line there to help them keep pace.
Thompson against MP. And they double up MP. Jacks up a 3. Durant there for the rebound. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Eason fired. Oh, missed on the tray.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
MP drives in. Gobert.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Thompson. Using the glass to lay it in.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll. Huge shot for young MP.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Şengün. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Huge point from Şengün, the big man from Turkey, stepping up.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop. And here's MP. Oh, the slam! Off a fantastic lead pass. What a play!
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Tari Eason is out there with Alperon Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1 spot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's blocked by Gobert.
He's led the league before in blocks, and Gobert, one of the best.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And both free throws good for MP. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes it difficult to defend.
Now Van Vliet puts up the tray, and Gobert with a block.
And that is why Rudy's won all those Defensive Player of the Year awards. It feels like he's everywhere on D.
Şengün pulls it down. The Rockets have gone 0 for 3 here in this overtime period. Amen Thompson. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a fantastic 57%. Now MP. Gobert with a screen on Van Vliet. The drive by MP. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
Rockets trail by 4. Well, overtime basketball. About a minute and a half played. Durant against McDaniels. On the wing, Durant. Oh, the shot is off. The Timberwolves lead by 4. On the wing, MP. Defended by Eason. Randall on the screen. MP drives in. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Gobert with a screen on Durant. MP with it. And it's Şengün picking him up. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
MP is doubled. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Oh, off target from downtown. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
Outside Van Vliet, beyond the arc. Randall rips down the board.
they've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
Stolen by Thompson. And so it's Minnesota with the W. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
P, how do you feel about matching up with Dylan Harper out of Rutgers?
I feel great. Just because his dad was in the league, everyone thinks he's him, but he's not. Because I am. That's me.
And do you think if positions were reversed, would you have been a lottery pick?
Oh, of course. But I had to take the long road. No handouts, no special favors. I earned my place here. Dylan Harper is about to go to the School of Hard Knocks tonight.